Now, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I really don't feel safe here anymore. Recent declarations by multiple governors, state of emergency from Shreveport, Louisiana, to Florida's Atlantic coast. Deadly attacks and treacherous winter storms that continue to put people in harm's way. But that's not all that we have to contend with right now. And no, I'm not even talking about the personal financial attack on so many folks right now trying to juggle credit card debt and buy gifts and presents for Christmas, even though they are buried in debt, behind on their bills, and possibly facing eviction. And the worst part about it all is that they aren't even close to being ready and prepared for the quantum security breach that's happening in 2024. Remember, knowledge is power, and knowledge is the best prep. Click the link below and make sure you are prepared, because I don't want to see any of you get wiped out. But it's getting really bad, y'all. And I don't even think our government gives a damn or cares enough to try and protect and help us. And maybe this is the reason why nothing ever really seems to get done in Washington. You got guys over there having raw dog, unprotected gay sex and recording videos for their OnlyFans of them getting down in that doo-doo brown in the Senate hearing room. Warning, folks, this shit is graphic, and I'm not gonna show it to you here, but you can easily find the video clip on Daily Caller. But you do you, boo. But the problem right now is, or maybe I should really say are, up in North Carolina, confirmed patient outbreak linked to local sushi restaurant Sushi 9, with almost 300 reported cases now of patrons getting ill and having to be rushed to the hospital after contracting foodborne illnesses from consuming their menu items. And these complaints began back in November after they had been reported to the local health department, and officials began investigating all the claims. They said the suspected pathogen is norovirus, and several of the restaurant's customers have tested positive, and hundreds more are getting sick each and every day, with the numbers spiking since December 9th. And the Wake County Public Health Director, Rebecca Kaufman, said, unfortunately, norovirus can spread very easily, especially during holiday gatherings and parties, which include a lot of meal prep and catering. And we continue to work closely with customers who visited Sushi 9 restaurant staff and our partners with NCDHHS, which is North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, to determine the source and extent of the outbreak. But they're going to keep the restaurant open. And I just can't believe that they're going to let more people go in and eat there and possibly get sick. And right before Christmas too. And they said that how the people with the norovirus infections can spread the infection easily to others too. And the virus can live on surfaces for long periods of time. And they said days or even weeks, which kind of sounds like the beginning of COVID all over again, right? You guys remember that when it first started and it was spreading, and they kept telling us different stories about how it could be contracted and caught and spread, what surfaces it lived on, and this, that, and the other, while people were going crazy in the stores for bottled water and toilet paper. Man, I don't want to have to live through that ever again, but it wouldn't surprise me, and I wouldn't be shocked if we did. But they're labeling this epidemic and all these people falling ill as food poisoning or a stomach flu for now. And this flu outbreak is getting bad. And even we had to go to the hospital the other night because of it. And Michelle, she made a video about it. And I want you guys to go over to Squirrel Tribe 2.0 and check it out. Go watch and listen as she tells you the story about the crazy experience that we had at the hospital the other night to keep our daughter safe and get her feeling better and recovering. And this isn't the first that I've heard of schools being wiped out and closing down because of these illnesses this year. Over in Idaho, the Palmer School District had to shut down because of the uncontrollable flu outbreak. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, I don't do flu shots. Nuh-uh. And the prescription meds that they try to give my kid at the hospital were kind of sketch, and they were crazy expensive too. But yeah, you need to watch Michelle's video and she'll tell you everything that you need to know. She'll tell you all about it. But this is just so unbelievably shocking how this is all happening right now. And the superintendent of Parma School District announced schools were closed on Thursday. And Superintendent Stoney Winston said most of the district's transportation department became ill and could not drive buses to pick students up. And many students also reported being sick too. So they shut it down and closed the school for the rest of the week. Now, they're supposed to open back up on Monday after Superintendent Winston's sent out letters or an email message to everybody that said, "Dear parents, guardians, you may have noticed the flu bug has been going around, and it seems that the majority of our transportation department has become ill and will not be able to drive buses to pick up students tomorrow. We also have students out with the same bug, and it seems as though some reporting becoming sick today at school. Due to the inability of the district to run bus routes, we will not be having school tomorrow, December 14, 2023, and school will resume as normal on Monday, December 18, 2023. I apologize for any inconvenience this places on families. Best regards, Stoney Winston, Parma School District Superintendent." Now, I gotta tell you guys, when stuff like this happens, it's alarming. It's worrisome. It's scary. And I don't want you guys to be afraid. I don't want y'all to fear. I don't want you to panic. But we also have to realize how much of an impact this has on families that typically rely on school transportation and school hours to occupy the children so that they can go to work. And to see a disruption like this, granted, it's a health scare and hopefully everybody's okay, but we have to understand and realize the implications and the domino effect as a result. And then there's this next wave of announcements coming out and alerting everyone about why we'll see more shortages and higher prices coming soon. Breaking: potential avian flu outbreak reported at Morrow Lake State Park. And warning visitors to be on the lookout and preparing them on what to do when they encounter a sick or dead bird. There's a Shigella outbreak just confirmed in Spokane, Washington, and this infection causing bacteria has the regional health district on high alert, with lots of cases confirmed and more expected before Christmas. And the health department warned that those at highest risk, the super spreaders, include people experiencing homelessness, gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men, like those folks opening up their back doors in the Senate, people who have traveled internationally, most likely to places like China, children younger than 5 years old, and people who have weakened immune systems. So be careful, everyone. Be careful, guys. Okay, folks, practice safe and healthy habits like keeping your distance from those who are ill, washing your hands regularly, and if you want, yeah, I know some out there who prefer and like to wear masks, so I guess that's an option too. And China pneumonia outbreak is producing rising cases of COVID before Christmas, and this just came out a few hours ago. And they said how China claims a new local mystery illness outbreak that happened on the 13th and the 15th of December infected all the children at a school and also developed high fevers besides other symptoms. And this comes at a time when Chinese officials claim that the situation about prevention of respiratory infections has remained pretty stable in China. Yeah, okay. Plus, salmonella outbreaks can't be stopped, with cantaloupe products added to the list of linked causes leading to the rise in cases and deaths. And we need to be careful eating Quaker oats after a nationwide recall on granola products hits store shelves to try and stop the risk of more salmonella outbreaks before Christmas. And this was just hours ago. dozens of products are affected. And just so you guys know, I want y'all to know how serious this is. Salmonella can cause fever, nausea, diarrhea, and death in some cases. And in extreme cases, salmonella can get into the bloodstream and cause more severe illnesses like arterial infections, endocarditis, and arthritis. So, like I said all along, folks, I just want you all to know what's happening, and I want you all to be safe out there, okay? Because if I don't share this information with you, then I don't know who will. And I know that this isn't necessarily the news that anybody wants to hear right now, that right before Christmas, we're essentially going to war with these mysterious illnesses and dangerous invisible threats. But you know my opinion on education and knowledge. Knowledge is power, and knowledge is the best prep. And if it isn't our health that's under attack, then it will most certainly be our money. So make sure you are well aware and prepared, and check out the link below in the description and down in the pinned comment so you don't become a victim or target or be a sitting duck when the quantum security breach kicks off in just a few weeks when 2024 rolls around, because by then it will already be too late, and I will then be releasing new videos just like this one here today that's telling you about all the folks who have gotten ill, sick, or even died. And I don't want to see anything happen to you guys. So stay safe, stay smart, stay frosty, friends. Watch your six, and please do me a favor, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Go check out Squirrel Tribe 2.0 and Michelle's video over there. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed and enjoyable day.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence, but I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow.